Let's do it.
Ghosts in the machine, Control, but I'm checking here. No, nada, nothing. You're letting your imagination run wild. What the hell? Control, Russo's off my scope, moving in. Nothing. Russo? It can't be.
Sparks! Russo!
You're all mine.
Can't shake him, he's got lock! Failure, need help!
Goodbye.
Unknown contacts. This is an unarmed Confederation medical transport evacuating civilian refugees. We will heave to and prepare to be boarded. You must break off your attack.
The border worlds take no prisoners.
Mayday! This
Let's leave a little something to remember us by.
Lighting the flash pack.
Rendezvous Sigma 3 as planned.
to border forces. We appreciate
Well, I'd call that a successful test. Let's go.
Order! Order, order. The House will come to order. You'll shortly have an opportunity to voice your opinions of the recent horrific occurrences that have taken place near the border worlds. But before we do that, I thought it fit to invite the commander of the Strategic Readiness Agency to address the House, Admiral Tolwyn.
Thank you.
Thank you! Thank you, Senator. Ladies and gentlemen of the Great Confederation Assembly, as commander of the SRA, I'm charged with many duties. Foremost of these is the protection of the frontiers of our galaxy. Unfortunately, I stand before you today with very few answers.
What do you mean, few
The random
answers?
acts of violence taking place in the border world still remain a mystery.
It's renegade pirates, I tell you.
No, it's worse. The border world's militia is behind it.
Let me remind you that during the long war with the Kilrathi, the border worlds were a loyal ally.
And now they attack us!
Let us not allow lust for revenge to cloud our thinking. We mustn't forget who our friends are. However, we must also keep in mind that during the war, certain social and political changes were taking place along the frontier. Now, whether or not these changes relate to the senseless acts of terrorism remains to be seen. But see to it I will. I can promise you that.
Yes!
Admiral, you are aware that the increase in these incidents has raised the tension between us and the border worlds to a dangerous level. But before this august body commits itself to a grave and irrevocable action, I have asked the Admiral to investigate and report back to us in 2 weeks. Admiral, you go with the blessing of this assembly and of every peace-loving person in the galaxy. Go with God. Thank you, sir. In 2 weeks, we shall vote on war or peace.
This concludes our live coverage of Admiral Pullman's address to the Great Assembly. Barbara.
Thanks, Bob. These next 2 weeks will tell if we have any hope of resolving the tensions that are growing at the very fringes of our society. Good evening. This has been the TCN.
What can I get you?
Oh, give me a Hell's Kitchen.
Haven't served one of those since the war ended.
Hey, pal. Spare the price of a drink for no vet?
You were a flyer?
Oh, yeah, I flew off the TCS Liberty.
Straighten him out. Help him out. 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 Straight. Help him. Straight. Help him. Straight. Help him out. Straighten him out. Help him out.
Oh. Do me a favor. Why don't you get out of here and get yourself a meal instead?
Hey, thanks, pal. I'll do that.
The price of freedom is eternal vigilance.
Things just ain't the same since the war ended. You got a lot of guys coming home and just not enough jobs to go around.
Yeah, well, we all make our own way.
You a vet?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Hey, I've seen your picture before. Hold on. You.
Thanks for the drink.
Hey, wait, honey, what,
honey, I'm not waiting. Don't call me honey. These pigs are all the same.
I guess women out here on the edge of nowhere can't appreciate a civilized man.
Sure they do. When they meet one.
Good to see you too, Colonel. Or should I say Farmer Blair. Glad you could fit me into your busy schedule.
It's a peaceful life.
I've always said you're either an earthworm or an eagle.
So what, you must have been flying since the last time
Since you got lucky on that bombing run on Kilrow? Yeah, of course I'm still flying. What else is there? Beats tromping around in fertilizer.
Well, you know, Maniac, maybe tromping around in fertilizer is what I want to do. Maybe after putting my life on the line, day after day for all those years, hearing the crunch my feet make on real dirt is what I want.
Well, it sounds like you memorized that speech. Good for you.
Do as I ask. Nothing more.
Anybody gonna stop this?
Not my problem. Maybe you should go over and tell him who's boss, Colonel War Hero.
Ain't my business. This pisses me off.
This is the way you treat all your friends? You just remember you're not my friend. Oh, that's obvious. You're lucky I don't kill you right now.
Let him go.
I don't see where this is your concern, mister.
I'm prepared to make it my concern.
You're gonna wish you never met me.
I already do.
Personally, I can't wait until we meet again.
Of course, I would have backed you up if you tried anything. Oh, is he gone? Come on! Come on, pal!
So what was the important matter you wanted to discuss?
Colonel Christopher Blair, Confederation Space Force Reserves. It's my duty to inform you, you are being recalled to active military service.
Haven't you heard, Maniac? The war is over.
They sent me here to get you.
Who sent you?
Who said that? How should I know? Somebody high up. They don't tell majors everything, you know. And you'd think with all the years I put in of service, I'll never understand Confed command decisions anyway. I mean, why they put an aging earthworm back in the cockpit, why I'm not a colonel, you know, just because a guy gets lucky on one mission, happens to vanquish an enemy we've been fighting for eons.
When do we leave?
Leave? Oh, I arranged for a couple fighters. They're waiting in the port.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Think you can remember how to get this baby off the ground? Huh? Oh, nice liftoff. For a dinosaur. Been a few eons since you held a flight stick, huh, Colonel? Or did you find some sand princess to hold it for you back there? You don't have to answer that.
Maniac.
Oh, yeah, I know. But you can't say you haven't missed my sparkling repartee just a little.
We're scheduled to hop a shuttle at the Orlando depot to make the jump to Seoul. Just to make it interesting, I got a surprise for you, Colonel. I know you've always wanted to take a shot at me, so here's your chance. Our gun's power generators have been temporarily altered to fire non-lethal blasts. Your HUD will show virtual damage on both ships. First one with 100% damage is the loser, so we can finally see who's better with a flight stick. What do you say?
You're on, pal.
Let's see if you still got it, Farmer Blair. Oh, guess you've been down on the farm too long, Colonel. See you at the Orlando depot. Holy shit! Switching to battle mode. I just hope the auto reconfigures fast enough. They're gonna wish they were never born. Nice work, old-timer. Let's head to Orlando. We got a shuttle to catch.
What you see before you, Colonel Blair, is just one of what will be many victories for the border worlds.
Son of a bitch! 3,000 people aboard that crate, and he just... Oh, and if that wasn't enough, we're in the middle of nowhere flying on fumes. Wait. Nav computers picked up Blue Point Station. Oh, I'm not sure we can make it, but we got no choice. Listen, downloading nav data to you. Nothing personal, Colonel, but so far I haven't much enjoyed this reunion.
Need clearance.
Welcome to Blue Point, gentlemen. You have clearance.
Who was that guy? How did he know your name?
I wish I knew. I'd love to get my hands on him, whoever he is.
You see the movie pulled back there? You called me a hot dog, right?
Well, that wasn't hot dogging, Maniac. That was the move of a true master. Is that the Victory?
Can you believe it? It's an orbital museum now. Relic of the war. Like some farmers I know. Probably got a plaque right over your bunk.
Magnificent, aren't they? I bet you wish you had one of those during the war. Would have put the fear of God into the Kilrathi.
Well, carriers don't fly themselves, Admiral.
Quite right, Colonel. It is the men, isn't it? Well, it looks like the pastoral life agrees with you. I'm envious. Yeah, if I was a little more confident in the Confederation security, I'd walk away in an instant. Well, reports are that you ran into some trouble on your way here.
Yes, sir.
Law and order. Concepts that seem to be crumbling throughout the Confederation.
These are transitional times, Admiral.
Yes, but in the Kilrathi, we had a common enemy. It was humanity's finest hour. Now we cast about uncertain. Well, you've seen it for yourself. The wanton destruction. That's why Confed needs your services. Your experience again.
Well, you know where my loyalties have always been, sir.
Something we count on, Colonel. For the past months now, there's been an undeclared war waged against us. Acts of terrorism, piracy, sabotage. Is it symptomatic of these transitional times, or is there something else at work here?
Do you see a strategy or design behind it?
Every time I connect the dots, I'm always guided back to our longtime allies in the border worlds.
And you think they've undertaken some kind of guerrilla war?
Well, their relationship with Confed has always been uneasy. The price of freedom is eternal vigilance.
Which is where I come in.
Well, we have a long history together. One that, I dare say, has been a bit rocky in the past.
We have had our differences, sir.
Yeah. But there's no denying our achievements. Which is why I have personally reinstated you to active duty. Not only will you be my eyes and ears, but your very presence in the border worlds will send a potent message to all the galaxy.
I am no politician, sir.
Actions speak louder than words, Colonel. I'm not sending you there merely as a symbol. I'm putting you back in the cockpit, where you'll be reunited with an old friend. The thrill of battle.
Maniac. My call sign? It's how I live. It's how I fly. Because that's the name. Come on around here. Because that's the name of the tune, right?
Hey, Maniac.
Blair.
Oh my God.
Colonel Blair,
nice
nice meeting you.
Well, thank you.
Let me take your bag. Well, thank you very
Colonel Blair,
much.
sir. It's an honor, sir.
Nice to meet you.
What?
All hail the mighty heart of the tiger. You know, you're not the only war hero in Confed. I've taken out more cats than most ships' entire attachments. Do I get the red carpet treatment? No. No, I carry my own duffel bag. I don't go schmoozing with the Admiral. Admiral Tolwyn. Has he said anything about me?
You haven't heard? He couldn't stop talking about you, Maniac.
What?
Well, it's classified. I mean, I could tell you, but then I'd have to kill you.
I got clearance. I'll tell you about it later. Wait a minute.
Colonel, you remember our bet?
I was hoping you'd forget, Captain.
I told you you weren't through with flying. You kept telling me you were done.
I'll never say never, I guess. I gotta tell you, this ship really puts the victory to shame. Looks like Confed's been taking good care of you.
Yes, they've been taking care of me. It's a different task now, but that means I still need good pilots.
Captain Isaac, please report to the bridge.
We're getting ready to jump to the Hellespont system. Take care of a little trouble. You take a good look around, you'll find it a lot different from your last tour of duty.
Deck coffee has been canceled today. The anti-gravity
Look what the solar winds blew in. Welcome aboard, Colonel. One card draw for the next drink. Better luck next time.
So, you still living up to that call sign of yours?
Man can do okay, as long as he doesn't stay in one place too long. Of course, I had to get greedy. Stayed in the active reserve. All those monthly credits seem like free money.
Yeah.
Who would have figured they'd actually reinstate me? I got played for a sucker. I ought to know better, right?
Well, I've never seen you lose a hand when it counted, vagabond. Speaking of which, I think I owe you a drink.
Where I am or what I'm doing, if I want you to interrupt me, let me know about that supply depot. Colonel, shall we cut to the chase?
Wouldn't have it any other way, sir.
Good. You know, some of these newbies rattle on about what if this happened, what if that happened. This is the brain case, I tell them. Make good use of it. Now, we're here in the Hellespont because pirates have been disrupting the trade routes in and out of the system. As yet, we don't know what their motivations are. Some of their attacks appear to be the usual attempts to confiscate supplies and weapons, yet others are simply senseless, violent acts of terrorism. Now, I want you and a wingman to escort this supply transport to the jump point, ensuring its safe passage out of the system. Then, fly to this nav point where communications array is under construction. Now, upon your arrival, you'll relieve the patrols currently providing security in the area. Understood?
Yes, sir. Well, Captain, it's great to be flying for you again.
Well, feeling's mutual.
We need assistance, Colonel. Ooh, look what I see. Ready to strut my stuff. stuff.
Attack my target.
No can do, Colonel.
Hey, that pig! See you in hell!
Ready to strut my stuff.
Sir, I could use assistance.
Ooh, look what I see.
Colonel, do not fire on the remaining craft. I repeat, do not fire. Give them about 12 breathing space, then tail them. Get a lock on their operations base. When you find their home position, return to the Lexington.
Mission complete. Objective accomplished. Proceed to next waypoint. Unable to complete mission.
Need clearance.
Guess you're lucky to be returning, Colonel. You have clearance to land, if you can manage it.
Can I direct you somewhere, Lieutenant?
Just shipped in, sir. Second Lieutenant Troy Carter. Call sign, Cat Scratch.
Now, you didn't just graduate from the academy, did you?
First in my class, sir. I just wish there was still some Kilrathi around.
I think you're a little late on that score.
Hey, Colonel Blair, gotta ask you a question.
Afraid so.
I can't believe my luck. Getting assigned to the same ship you're on? Oh man, wait until they hear about this back home.
Jeez, this kid lays it on thick, huh? Talk to you later, Colonel.
Is that true, Cat Scratch? Are you doing a number on me?
Oh no, sir. I've been dreaming of a chance like this. The stuff I could learn from you, sir. Stories you must have.
What's this kid want from me? I like this kid.
Oh, I've got stories, all right. The only place you learn anything is out there, in the cockpit.
Colonel, sir, it would be the honor of my life to fly on your wing.
We'll see, Cat Scratch. We'll see.
Yes, sir.
Smith West, Colonel Blair. Ah, Colonel, time to earn your pay.
Yes, sir.
Now, it's still not known whether these pirates are independent operators or somehow connected to the Border World's militia. Nevertheless, we're here to put them out of business. Now, due to your less than satisfactory recon work, we remain uncertain as to where the pirates are hiding out. Therefore, I want you to lead a squadron on a search and destroy through these likely target areas. Now, you and your wingman will have fighter cover. When you find the base, take it out. Good luck.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, there's a few bad guys. Oh, turn me loose, Colonel. This is what I live for. They're gonna wish they were never born. I'm worth more than this tin can.
Confederation lost its greatest hero today. The Karathi once called him the Heart of the Tiger. Upon hearing the news of the Colonel's death, Admiral Jeffrey Tolwyn said, "He was a man I always had faith in. He was a man who defined honor and dedication. He was a man who will be deeply missed."
Oh, there's a few bad guys. You're gonna wish they were never born.
You in hell!
Oh, there's a few bad guys. Oh, turn me loose, Colonel. This is what I live for. They're gonna wish they were never born. Incoming! They're gonna wish they were never born.
You in hell! Mayday! Mayday!
Mission complete.
Need clearance.
You've done well, Colonel, but I've got more work for you. Confed Intel has reports of a seemingly aggressive Border Worlds probe invading Hellespont airspace. Now, we don't know where this wing of fighters is, but the Lexington has just picked up an SOS from a civilian transport carrying terraforming colonists and their families. Now, I'm sending a contingent from here, But I want you to check it out too. Naismith's updated your nav map.
Colonel, this is Alpha Shuttle from the Lexington. We are clear here. No sign of the Border Worlds probe, so we don't know if they were involved. This transport was full of civilian colonists.
Was being the operative word.
We've been scanning the wreckage. It appears that a new kind of weapon was used here. Something superheated the artificial atmosphere within the transport to the point where it flash ignited, turning the interior into an inferno. It was over in a matter of seconds.
Why would anyone do this to a bunch of civvies?
We've done all there is to do here. See you back at the Lexington.
Need clearance.
You have clearance, Colonel.
That's where you're wrong, old buddy.
Oh, I'm not wrong. Border world radicals. That's who's causing all this trouble.
Listen to it. Maniac, the political scientist.
You asked the colonel. We saw the same thing. It was a border worlder who dusted that Orlando depot.
Yeah, but has it ever occurred to you, Maniac, that the Border Worlds militia probably doesn't have the technology to do what we just saw out there?
We don't know what they've been up to since the big war. It sure ain't pirates out there carrying that kind of firepower.
All I know is that the Border Worlds have always been Confed's stepchild. Well, they fought the Kilrathi too, but what do they get for it? Anytime Confed needs a dumping ground for anything from toxins to prisoners, the Border World's the place. They treat it more like a colony than a partner. You know, if they are behind this, maybe they've gotten that desperate for their freedom.
Colonel, I wish I had a little more faith in the data I'm getting from Confed Intel. We've just entered bordered world territory to tier system. Important hostage has been taken, all because of the current tissue. Now, that means a ground extraction. But we have to find the hostage first, determine the best method of removal, which is where you come in. Now, Intel says the target is in this base complex on Tier 7, but we need as much recon as we can get. Now, all our fighters are equipped with a new laser recon device, fires like a gun, take pictures like a camera. Get as close as you can, and record as much info as possible. Now, be sure to consult your mission notes and your nav map. They'll have a few more technical details.
Any resistance expected?
My guess is they aren't going to appreciate snoops with cameras down there. Try to make it a clean operation. We're more interested in recon than kills. All set, Colonel?
You bet, Captain.
Need clearance.
Excuse me, but you did say you were the Colonel Christopher Blair, right? Clear to land.
Enter.
Recon data?
No, nothing so interesting. Just a trans to my grandchildren. New school year. They're all excited. Did you want to see me about something, Colonel?
Oh, yeah, sir. The assignment we're undertaking.
Yes, we're just about ready to make the extraction. It won't be easy. We'll discuss it at the briefing. Right now, I'm due to check in at the bridge. I'll see you in the briefing room. Colonel, Confed has deemed this an especially critical mission.
Any particular reason?
Let's get down to business, shall we, Colonel?
Yes, sir.
Enemy reinforcements are headed this way, so we have to move fast. A trooper transport has just joined up with us. They'll be moving in right behind you, carrying the ground personnel who will nab the hostage. Now, as you know, we didn't get all the recon we wanted. Each of these nav points represents an installation, and we think the hostage is in one of them. You'll cover the trooper transport as it docks with each structure until the ground troops find the hostage. Then, bring them home. Try and make this quick and clean, Colonel. Maybe we'll get lucky.
Yes, sir.
Look what I see. Ready to strut my stuff. Ooh, look what I see. Ready to strut my stuff. Ready to strut my stuff.
Objective accomplished. Proceed to next waypoint.
Ooh, look what I see. Ready to strut my stuff.
Objective accomplished. Proceed to next waypoint.
Ooh, look what I see. Ready to strut my stuff.
This is Troop Trans 535. We have collected the package. Get us out of here, Colonel.
Ooh, look what I see. Ready to strut my stuff.
Die, gum!
Ready to strut my stuff.
Need clearance. Extraction successful, Colonel. We're on our way out of the system. You have clearance.
What's up? Company's come in.
Captain Hugh Paulson attached to the 3rd Fleet with orders from Regional Command.
Welcome aboard, Captain. They must be important orders indeed for you to personally carry them so far.
All Confederation orders are important, Captain. Lexington is to head immediately to the Massa system where we will rendezvous with the 3rd Fleet.
I'll inform my helm. You will be filling me in on Confed's orders.
Oh, we have much to discuss. In private, Captain?
Perhaps we'd better adjourn to my cabin.
Colonel Blair, report to the briefing room. Message from Confed HQ.
Hey, I just caught a peek at that bioconvergence chemist we sprung from Tier 7.
What?
Bioconvergence. Try downloading a science update once in a while.
Well, since when are you Mr. Wizard?
Hey, I don't just rest on my laurels like some people I know. Anyway, now I know why they were turning the border worlds upside down looking for this egghead. We are talking. Fine.
Thought you weren't interested in any woman with an IQ higher than a wingnut.
Oh, au contraire, mon frère. Huh? Didn't think I knew that stuff, right? Hey, Maniac does what he has to do. Okay? Tonight, I'm boning up on my periodic table of elements. If you know what I mean.
So what, you figure her recent trauma makes her that desperate, huh?
It's not unheard of to show a little appreciation to your liberator.
guy's good, Colonel.
The best. You never show any mercy, do you?
You don't seek only to instruct. The youth seeks wisdom and experience.
So what do you think about the new brass that just came aboard?
Paulson? Too many cooks in the kitchen. Always trouble.
New brass. Kid asks too many questions. New brass. Pain in the ass.
Yeah. Things get a little top-heavy when there's too many higher-ups around.
He's got a point, you know.
Will we be joined by the captain, sir?
Captain Eisen has been assigned other duties, Colonel. Orders from Confed.
But he's still in command of the ship.
His new obligations will not allow him to continue his previous functions. I now command this vessel. Any problems with that?
Has the captain been in any way derelict?
I'm not at liberty to discuss personnel decisions, Colonel. Time grows short. We have a mission ahead of us. The Border Worlds militia has brazenly hijacked a key military space lab in this system. You'll go in first to soften up the surrounding defenses. Marine transport from our fleet will then move in and take control of the lab. Cover that transport until you receive an all-clear. It is absolutely vital that we wrest that lab back from these marauders. We can accept nothing less than total success. I'm confident you will not let the Confederation down, Colonel. Dismissed.
Time enemy presence, Ace. Ready to strut my stuff. Ready to strut my stuff. Ready to strut my stuff.
Give me a damage report.
What are you, my mother? This tin can's all ours, Colonel. We'll take it from here.
Mission complete.
Need clearance.
Captain Paulson passes on his congratulations. You have clearance.
Come around on your thrusters on my mark.
How would you like to...
Good evening. Welcome to the TCN Nightly News. I'm Barbara Miles. In our lead story, we'll be talking to Admiral Tolwyn of the SRA regarding the escalating tensions between the frontier worlds and the Confederation. The Union of Border Worlds, as they now call themselves, indicate they remain at peace with the Confederation, but the Confed bylaws and constitution no longer govern them. In response, The Great Assembly has decreed that border world vessels can no longer operate within Confed territory unless under military escorts. We go now live to Admiral Jeffrey Tolwyn at Confed HQ. Admiral.
Hello, Barbara. Good evening, everyone. For weeks now, we've been experiencing an increasing harassment of legitimate Confed space operations. I'm afraid innocent people are being murdered, and chaos is the result. Until we bring these perpetrators to justice, I'm afraid we must monitor all traffic flying under a different flag.
Admiral, can the Union of Border Worlds and the Confederation come to terms?
Well, Barbara, what other choice do we have?
Thank you, Admiral.
Thank you.
Next up, the scores for the Galactic Cricket Cup.
Tolwyn's right. Confed has to do whatever it takes to maintain order. Otherwise, you got everybody going off half-cocked.
The border worlds have been dumped on ever since the war ended. This required chaperoning is just gonna turn up the heat.
They ought to thank their lucky stars it ain't the Kilrathi bossing them around.
A lot of people think it was the border worlds who kept us in the war long enough for the colonel here to lower the boom. Your farm's in the field, real close to the border worlds. You think they should be forced to fly under escort?
Confed's abusing their authority. Confed needs to clamp down. It's
a big galaxy. People are bound to have different goals. Look, Confed had to maintain control for 40 years. They're having a hard time letting go.
You seen Captain Nyson? Laying low. I don't blame him.
Enter. Ah, Colonel. Good to see you.
Guess now you'll have more time to answer your mail. Captain Paulson said something about new orders.
I'm awaiting a transfer. That's the extent of my orders.
Oh, come on, sir. Someone's gonna wake up and rescind this decision.
Confed's a different place today. Running a spaceship is a different job than it used to be. Who knows? Maybe they're doing me a huge favor. Now, I appreciate your concern, Colonel. Tell the crew the old man is looking forward to new challenges.
Yes, sir.
Exemplary work on the space lab, Colonel.
Thank you, sir.
Rescuing it and the biochemist will be of tremendous benefit to Confed's plans, but not a business at hand. Predictably, the Border Worlds Union brazenly defies Confed's airspace edict. We approach one such outlaw convoy now. Military ships that have invaded Confed's territory and maneuver with no Confed escort. They have ignored orders to turn back, and have even taken pot shots at Confed's forces. They are a grave threat, and their presence can no longer be tolerated. We shall issue one more warning. If they refuse to cooperate, you are to enforce the interdiction, Colonel, by any means necessary. Dismissed.
Border Worlds contingent. You are in violation of Confed Edict 4992. This is your final warning. Turn back and leave Confed airspace or heave to for proper escort.
You have illegally apprehended a Border World space lab. We have no intention of heeding orders from thieves.
Ready to strut my stuff.
My pleasure, it's your pain.
Ready to strut my stuff.
You guys ready to meet your maker?
Gonna give him some maniac magic. Chalk up another for the maniac. Chalk up another for the maniac. Chalk up another for the maniac.
Attention all Confed fighters. We hereby surrender and are setting our course for immediate exit of the Massa system.
Mission complete.
Give me a damage report.
What are you, my mother?
Need clearance.
Captain Paulson's pleased with your performance, Colonel. Congratulations. You have clearance.
Can I ask you something, Colonel?
What's up, partner?
Attacking that convoy? Is this the way wars start?
Let me tell you something, Cat Scratch. Wars are like bombs. The fuse gets lit before you actually hear the bang, and sometimes the fuse can be pretty long.
Did you know I was from the Border World, sir?
Figured you were Terran-born, if anything.
Terran educated. But my parents were third-generation Border Worlders. I guess I'm just having some problems with these missions, sir. On whether they're right.
Kid's got a point. Who's he to question Confed? Kid's got a point. Yeah. Can't say I like being kept in the dark either. It's hard to make a decision when you don't have all the data. Captain Paulson's not gonna help. Maybe Eisen's holding out on me. You know, I think I'm gonna talk to him again.
Enter. Colonel. I'll be shipping out soon. I just wanted to make sure that no big deal was made of it.
Yes, sir. Lately, some of the men haven't been so sure about the missions they've been flying for Confed.
Oh? Well, during the war with the Karate, it was easy. Loyalty to Confed required little commitment. After all, what was the alternative? Now the war is over, second guessing is easy.
I never thought I'd see the day when I'd be shooting down my own kind.
Humans will always vie for power, Colonel. The Confederation may be far less than perfect, but remember, it was the driving force behind our victory. It succeeded in uniting humanity in a way that no other institution had.
It's our ultimate duty, isn't it?
Yes. The difficulty is how best to execute it.
Well,
Colonel, I sincerely wish you a long and happy life. It has been an honor and a pleasure serving with you.
Thank you, sir.
Hey, Maniac. Hi. Same to you, buddy. Some of these guys, not exactly friendly.
Yeah, forget it. Hey, how about that bioconvergence chemist? Was she friendly or friendly fire?
Well,
Attention. All personnel without level 5 security clearance leave the flight deck immediately. There will be no unauthorized access to the flight deck until further notice.
pretty soon we're gonna need a hall pass just to use the head. Wonder who's coming aboard.
Beats me.
Well, since I'm not feeling very welcome around here, I'm gonna go get myself a libation up at the lounge. Coming?
I don't feel like spending time in there. I need to see what's going on. I'll stick around.
Paulson doesn't look like he gives guys much slack. I'll be sure to visit you in the brig.
Well, you never know. You know, I might get lucky. They might send another biochemist my way.
Suit yourself.
Gentlemen, we have a critical situation. Captain Eisen has stolen the shuttle and fled to Lexington.
There has to be some explanation.
We have reason to believe he's been feeding information to Border World's intelligence these past weeks. That's why he was relieved of command. But we had hoped to bring him in quietly and simply pull the plug on his indiscretions. My guess is... dismissed!
I knew something was up there. Let's go.
Fight's a good fight. Pardon the tiger. I'm with you too, sir.
Girl! You better follow us. Otherwise...
Get a check, sir. Get a check.
Excuse me! Captain Eisen from the Lexington?
You got you just in time. Keep that detail right there. We weren't gonna wait on that jump.
It's like you guys ran into some trouble.
We had a surprise visit from a Confed frigate and her escorts. This is Colonel Jacob Manley. I'm Colonel Tamara Farnsworth.
I recognize... Now he's dead at the hands of one of his own? What is all of this coming to?
I was hoping you'd be able to tell me. I've turned my back on Confed. Paulson said you were a spy. Listen, I'm gonna get up top, see if they need any help.
Yeah, I'll lend out a hand down here.
Attention! This is a scramble. Looks like the Lexington followed us through the jump point. Incoming fighters! All pilots up! Repeat, all pilots up! We ain't out of the woods yet, people.
Mission complete.
Need clearance.
Hey, nice work, Colonel. First Lieutenant Valina Sosa, I run the switchboard here. And you are clear to land.
Systems control the Red Leader. You have clearance.
Hey, don't let these gray hairs fool you, kid. I can still perform miracles with nothing more than a socket driver and a pile of junk parts.
Looks to me like you kind of have to.
Yeah. Plus, I could tweak those birds way beyond the specs those egghead engineers come up with.
Here's a guy that...
I think I already have, Lieutenant Sosa.
Oh, sorry, sir.
What you got there?
Well, look at me. I'm stuck in the Stone Age. I mean, so much of our equipment is down, I've got to resort to prehistoric tools in order to decrypt this info Captain Eisen brought with him.
So, you have a talent for decoding.
Well, yeah, sir. I mean, I don't mean to brag, but I'm definitely one of the best.
Wow. Anything there?
Plenty. It's just gonna take me some time. One thing's for sure. Confed definitely has a lot of skeletons in its lockers.
And hurt the Lexington as much as possible. That way we'll be hurting Confed too.
How long have they been carrying on like this?
Too long. There's something you don't understand. It is typical.
You're both right and you're both wrong. Attacking the Lexington is a waste of valuable resources. Beating a hasty retreat is...
Happy to see you back where you belong, Captain.
Thank you, Colonel. You had no small part in it. Well, to business.
I was able to pull a storm fire off a junked pirate fighter we just hauled in. Oh.